Hey, what's going on, you guys? Mark here, back at you with another video. And today, I want to talk about some stupid things I did as a kid. So this video should be around 3 hours long. Get ready. Okay, maybe not 3 hours long, but like any kid, I did do some really stupid things when I was little, and for this week's video, I just wanted to talk about some of those stupid things that I still vividly remember. So let's get into it. So the first stupid thing I did that I want to talk about is I called the police on Christmas Eve. Why, you ask? I will tell you why. So I want to say I was maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7, like around that age when I did this, but basically it was Christmas Eve, and like any kid, I was like looking forward to Santa coming to my house to bring me gifts. Like Christmas Eve, it's amazing. Like you're gonna get presents the next day. Like you can hardly even go to bed because you're like, oh my god, Santa's coming. So that night I was doing what I do every single Christmas Eve. Even to this day, I was tracking Santa on NORAD Track Santa. You guys know that site where you can like track Santa where he's going around the world? Love that site. But I saw he was getting closer and closer to where I lived, and I got so freaking excited that I just wanted to tell everyone. I don't know what came over me, but for some reason I felt like I needed to call the police and tell them that Santa was coming, because apparently I was that excited that I thought the police would be just as excited as me. So I dialed 911 and the 911 operator came on. They were like, 911, what's your emergency? And I was like, Santa's coming! And it was at this time that my parents noticed that I was talking to someone on the phone, and like, it's a little weird when your like 6-year-old is talking on the phone at like 10 at night. Like, who can they possibly be talking to, you know? So they were like, Mark, who are you talking to? And I was like, it's the police, I'm telling them Santa's coming. And my dad, I still remember his face as he was like, so he snatched the phone out of my hand and was like, I am so sorry, it was my son, like, you know, something, like, you know, just being like, we didn't know he did this, I'm so sorry. And he just hung up the phone and he was like, Mark, you can't just call the police like that. So yeah, that happened. I was that excited about Santa coming that I called the police to tell them, so that was really stupid of me. The next stupid thing I did as a kid was really stupid because I could have potentially killed my entire family by doing this. No joke. But basically we were driving home from somewhere. It was a long drive. I forget where we were coming back from, but we were on the highway. It was all of us in the car. It was a long drive and I was in the front seat next to my dad who was driving. So we're driving down the highway and I suddenly like really need to pee. Like I need to pee. I need him to pull over. I need to pee. So instead of doing what any normal person would do and just telling my dad, Dad, can you pull over? I need to go pee. Or Dad, can we get off at the next exit? I need to go pee somewhere. You know, like doing that. Instead of doing that normal thing, what did I do? Instead, I leaned over, grabbed the steering wheel and started to turn it. And I said, I need to go pee. And like, of course the car started to go off the road, and thankfully like I was like 7 or something, so like I didn't have that much strength, so my dad was able to easily regain control of the steering wheel. So we were like back on track, and my dad's like, Mark, you can't just do that. Like what is wrong with you? So yeah, I think eventually he did pull over to let me pee, in case you're wondering how that story ended. Thankfully it didn't end with us in a ditch all dead, because that could have happened if I had been a little bit more aggressive. So whew, that was a really stupid thing I did as a kid. Okay, this next stupid thing I did as a kid is, okay, do you guys remember those bikes that like, when you're a kid, like instead of having like the hand brakes on the bike where you like, you know, you pull these to brake like most bikes, you remember like our kid bikes, you had to like pedal backwards to stop? Do you remember that? Well, I had one of those bikes. I had to pedal backwards to brake. I didn't have the hand brakes. I had to pedal backwards to brake. So important fact number 1 for this story. But for some reason as a kid, I never wanted to use the backward pedal brakes. For some reason, I used to always like stopping by literally dragging my feet along the ground as I was riding my bike. And I had shoes on, so like the shoes would wear out super fast. Like I actually cringed that I used to do this because I'm just thinking about like how many shoes I must have gone through as a kid, because literally anytime I needed to stop, I just drag my feet on like the cement until I came to a stop. Okay, so basically we were at my cottage and I was out for a bike ride with my brother and my uncle. And we were on this kind of trail, I guess, this bike trail, and there were like a few hills in this bike trail, so we'd go up hills, down hills, whatever. So eventually we got to this hill that was like a gradual slope before it turned into a steep slope. So we were riding our bikes and my bike started to move because I wasn't pedaling backwards to hit the brakes. So I immediately put my feet on the ground, I was dragging them, and I could hear behind me my brother and my uncle going, Mark, pedal backwards, pedal backwards. And I did not pedal backwards. I just tried to plant my feet into the ground even harder, but that did absolutely nothing because eventually I got to the drop off of the slope and I just went And you guys can probably anticipate how this ended. I fell off my bike and got scraped pretty badly because I was panicking this whole time because I was like, my bike wasn't stopping because duh, I wasn't hitting the brakes, but like I fully expected my feet to stop my bike and it didn't. So I was not prepared for this super high speed, you know, rush down this hill. So basically I must have hit like a rock or something, and I flew off my bike and scraped my knee pretty bad. But me and my brother still laugh about this to this day. He always reminds me of it every few months, because like he literally just saw like So yeah, that was really stupid. Guys, pedal backwards if you have one of those bikes. Don't use your freaking feet. Like, what was wrong with me? Like, that could have all been avoided if I just got, like, that's all I needed to do. God, the amount of shoes I must have gone through, man. Ugh, it makes me cringe. Okay, the last stupid thing I did as a kid that I'll talk about, and I wasn't really a kid. This was more like when I was an early teen. Like, I was in grade 7 or 8 or something, so like 13 or 14. I'll still count it as a kid just because this is a stupid story. But basically, I was in class and I was chewing gum, and I went out to go to the water fountain because I was thirsty. So I drank some water. That was fine. But then as I was going to go back into my class, I put 2 and 2 together. Do you guys know that prank where you like take a wad of gum and like stick it onto the spout of like a water fountain so that when someone goes to use it, it like sprays the water everywhere? For some reason, I was feeling like a little bit of a jerk, and for some reason I thought, I'm gonna put my gum on the spout just because I can. I was an idiot and a jerk. I know, but you'll see. Karma got me. So I put my gum on the spout, and I noticed that there were 2 kids that saw me do this. And just FYI, like, even though I was being an idiot right now, like, these 2 kids I saw were kind of known to be bullies in our grade. Like, they were kind of like jerks as well. But for some reason, I just went ahead with it anyway. They saw me do it and I just went back in class. So about a minute later, these kids show up to my class, and one of them is covered in water, and they're talking to my teacher and they're pointing at me. So my teacher goes, "Mark, come out here." And I think all of the blood left my body at this point, because I knew, oh man, I've been caught, sis. I've been caught. So my teacher took me out in the hall, and the kids were like, "Oh, he put gum on the fountain and it sprayed water on me." And like, here's the thing, is that I admit I was an idiot for doing this. Like, I regret doing this, but part of me thinks that these kids only went to the water fountain to do that because they saw me do that and they knew they'd get me in trouble if they did that. Which rightly so, right? Like, I admit I was stupid to do that, but I really do wonder if they were like, they purposely did that just to get me in trouble because they were kind of bullies and they enjoyed seeing like other people get in trouble. But yeah, so that's a stupid thing I did as a kid. I don't know why I did that. I regret doing that. I never did anything like that again. Like, that's the only thing I ever did where I was kind of a jerk. But yeah, I don't know why I did that. I regret it. So yeah, anyways, those are all the stupid things I did as a kid that I'm going to talk about for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know if you guys did any stupid things as a kid too. I need to hear about your horrible things you've done as a kid, so let me know in the comments below. As always, be sure to share this video with anyone who you think would enjoy it, and as always, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. All the links for that are down below and at the end of this video. And please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I post new videos every single Friday and you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button right down below. And guys, if you're new to my channel, I will be doing a giveaway once I get to 1,000 subscribers. And last time I checked, I'm only 3 subscribers away. What the hell? Like, literally 3 subscribers away. So if you guys want to help me get to that milestone and get to that giveaway, then subscribe down below. If you guys are wondering what I'm giving away this $25 Visa card and this package of candy that I absolutely love. Yeah, it's a pretty good price for 1,000, I think. So information for that giveaway I will link down below. There's another video I made where I give information about that, where you have to ask me a question and subscribe. And the questions I've seen are really good so far. I can't wait to answer them. So yeah, if you guys want to be entered to win this giveaway, then go check out that video. I'll put a link to it right down below. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys next Friday for another brand new video. Bye!